Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Dropping down to verse 8, it says a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim Acher pushing his gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is Brother Quanah Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. And as you see right here, man, we are in a time of war, right? It says Israel, massive attack on Lebanon, which, a recently last few weeks, right? Israel has been making statements, right? Talking about, entering into, phase 2, right, of this war, meaning that they're ultimately going to move, right, north, right, and infiltrate, right, Lebanon, man, which is only going to, again, further escalate, right, the tensions that are there, further escalate the war, right, that is coming, right, which this is all according to prophecy, man, right? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right, is ultimately, allowing for these situations, right, to get as bad as what they are, right, in order to bring forth World War III, There was, recently, a massive bombing that happened in Russia, which they're saying, right, we don't know too much information on it, right, they're saying that it was, roughly 144, Ukrainian drones, right, attacking a key, ammunition base, right, ammo base, and completely destroyed it, man, to a certain degree, which again, we don't know too much more about that, but then this turn around, right, a couple days later, and then you have this, and we're just gonna watch the first 30 seconds of this video. I want to watch too much, man. Again, fair use, so with that.
مثل ما هي لايف.
First off, these
right, so there you go, right, major explosions, right, happening really all over the place right now, man, major explosions, man, which again just shows you that we're in a time of war, man. These nations are dropping massive bombs on each other, man. And again, all this, right, this is all prophecy. This is all prophecy because, who's backing Ukraine, right? Which, again, they're saying, is firing on Russia, right? Who backs Israel, who just dropped a massive bomb on Lebanon? America, man. America backs both these nations, man. And this America is the nation in whom majority of these other nations, right, are in opposition against, man. America, Babylon the Great, because of the wickedness and evil that's been pushed here in the world, man, right? The deception that's being pushed, which Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is pulling that veil back, man, right? Pursuing to Luke 8:17, Luke 12:2, man. There's nothing that is hid that shall not be made manifest and come abroad, roughly paraphrasing, man. So now all this information is coming out. Hey, these nations are pissed off, man, and they are ultimately done with the way, that America has been ruling, man. And this is why they're fighting back, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai stirring things up. Let's grab this real quick, and then we'll grab a couple more precepts. This is your ultimate quick, update, on World War III prophecy, man. It's like, yeah. What is that? It's like, yeah. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, right? War is being prepared right now, man. I mean, war is actually taking place. These nations have been prepared for so long, right? Now that Yahweh Shemel Shai is having, right, these nations really get into these, I would say skirmishes, right? But they're ultimately turning out to be a little bit more than that, man. Right? These are full-fledged wars, man. Right, as the scripture said that we would hear about, right, in Matthew the 24th chapter, right, wars and rumors of wars. Wars and commotion, man. Right, commotion being what? Right, those violent acts, man. Right, dropping bombs is a violent act. So, wars, rumors of wars, right? We're seeing all that happen right now before our eyes, man. But ultimately, this is leading up, right, to the ultimate war. Being what? World War III, which is going to be a nuclear war, right? It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And right now, right, you got all these countries, right, I want to say past decade or two, right, they've been focusing a lot on their military might, right, their military power, right, creating these ICBM nuclear missiles, right? It might have only been like the last decade that, right, they really started, getting into them heavy, But nonetheless, right, again, within the last decade, they've been mass producing these ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Which fly, at Mach 21, Mach 22, right? 16,000 miles per hour, which can get to America within, 20, 30 minutes, man. And the average diameter of the explosion of these freaking nuclear missiles is roughly, I think it was 7 to 5 miles or 75 miles, right? From how powerful these blasts are. Yeah, I think it was like 75 miles, if I'm not mistaken, man. Huge, man. And now you got nations such as like North Korea, right, which have been making, nuclear war threats. Russia's been, making nuclear war threats, right? Iran, Venezuela, right? All these nations, again, right, smaller nations, are coming out and saying, hey, we're not afraid of you anymore, right? Talking to America, So this is the weak saying, I am strong. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. And this is what's happening, right? That gathering is taking place, right? Yahweh Shemel Shai, you got bricks being set up. All these nations are basically getting in cahoots with each other over, dropping the American dollar, right? You have a lot of different events that are taking place that are helping to destroy the American dollar, but also a lot of information that's coming out via the prophets, Yahweh Shemel Shai, on the wickedness of Esau, Edom. And these nations are hearing that, right? Scriptures say, right, that it go into the gates of the noble. This word is being preached, right, and it's going into the ears, into the hearing, right, of these nobles, man, of these other nations, man. And they're putting two and two together, watching these videos, man. Right? Understanding that, hey, this person that they've been, exalting, right, as some type of God on the earth is really just the basis of men, right? That he's even lower than them, And this is why, again, you see that gathering. These nations are ultimately, they're finding something in common, right? Their hate and disdain for Esau, Edom, right? Babylon the Great. It says, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And again, this is Yahweh Shemel Shai sending the angels, right, to stir up the minds of these nations, right, to be in this type of spirit, man, against Babylon, against America, right? As it says in Proverbs 21:1, right? This king's heart, meaning his mind, is in the hand of the Lord, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. Right? The Lord is the one that's ultimately controlling this show, man. You know? What does it say? I think that's Zechariah 3:8, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Zephaniah? He's gathered. Right here, Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. Right? This is what the Lord is doing. Right? Because with Israel ultimately attacking, right, Lebanon, you know, what's going to happen? Right? We understand that that the Iran and Lebanon have ultimately, you know, are working in cahoots with each other against Israel. Right? So if they're willing to attack Lebanon, right, they're willing to attack Iran, right? And Iran is already, you know, vowed to, exact revenge, right, upon Israel, you know, but let them ultimately strike Iran. And what the scriptures say, you know, that Russia is going to be a guard unto them, right? That's in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, around the 6th or 7th verse, right? So it means Russia's going to get into it. So this whole thing that's going on between, you know, Ukraine and Russia, right? America backing Ukraine and Russia, America also backing Israel, you know, and you know, versus, you know, all these different nations that are now coming into the mix, right? This is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had ultimately prophesied to happen. You know, the Lord said this is what's going to happen. Again, he's saying right here, it says, for my determination is to gather the nations. And this is what's taking place, right? With events just like this, again, you're going to start to see more and more nations coming into the mix, right? It says that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So really, again, yes, this, you know, and brothers always mention it, right? That these nations are ultimately going to be gathered, right? To, you know, ultimately, or these nations are being stirred up to ultimately shoot out of Babylon, right? With brothers bring out Jeremiah 50, you know, as well as many scriptures throughout the, you know, Revelation, the 18th chapter, right? These nations being gathered together to shoot down America, right? To destroy America, right? Hey, but the ultimate goal, yeah, you know, that is going to be a main portion, right? But it's also to, you know, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, again, to gather these nations together so that way when Yahweh Shai does come, he's going to wipe out these nations as well, man, you know? So the Lord is ultimately gathering these nations, right, to kill two birds with one stone, man, you know, which is beautiful, man, you know. So we got to keep our eyes on really, you know, all this war that's happening, right, while they got, you know, the average, right, distracted with, you know, this Diddy shit, right, the fucking Trump and Harris going back and forth, and Esau working in the backgrounds, man, right? War is brewing, and Esau Edom is ultimately furthering his NWO, man, with this digital society, you know. So all this is taking place, man. You got to keep your eyes open, man, right? Keep paying attention, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is really about to do some shit, man, you know. But you know, that's all I got, man. I just want to ultimately bring that out, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gathering the nations, and he's turning these events up, man. For sure, he's turning them up, you know. So, hey, Lord will, this could be the year, man, you know, or even, 2025, right? It very well could be, man, you know. So, Lord will, you know, was edifying, Lord will, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach, Badash, double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.